All right, we're going to get set up, do an end of the year release ritual together as a collective. I'm going to start off by pulling out a theme card. So this is for anybody who might see this. This card is symbolizing things that you should keep in mind as we get started on this end of the year release. So something that we can all keep in mind as we go through this together. Okay, so something that I think we should all, I think that we should all keep in mind as we do this end of the year release ritual together is that there's been struggle. We can just acknowledge that this year has had some struggle, and it's some of the struggle has had an actual purpose behind it. But some of the struggle that we may have faced this year was just a distraction. It was a distraction from keeping you from your true path. It was a distraction that wanted to keep you stagnant and didn't want to see you grow. So whatever distractions that you may have had during this past year, it's time to let it go. It's time to let the struggle go, put it down, and in doing so, we're going to end up celebrating, having a wonderful, beautiful life, celebrating with our friends and our families and our loved ones. So that is something for us to keep in mind as we get started on the end of the year release. So, excuse me. All right. I'm going to give it just a couple of seconds, and then we are going to get into the meditation portion of our end of the year release. So, welcoming in whoever feels called to join this end of the year release. We're going to get rid of some stuck and stagnant emotions. Just let go of 2023. All right, let's get started. Setting the invitation for anybody who wants to come in and join as we go through this. But for now, let's get into the meditation portion of our release ritual. All right, so go ahead and close down your eyes. We'll take a couple of deep breaths here. Taking one more big deep breath. And as you exhale, sigh it out. Letting go of whatever you need to let go of and to be more present into this moment. We are here at the end of the year. We are ready to let go of the distractions and let go of the struggles that have served their purpose, but now they're done. They're over with. It's time for us to move on and start to allow celebration and joy and love back into our lives. I want you to start to picture yourself right by the ocean. The tide can be wherever it is for you. It can be high tide, could be low tide, whatever it is. You can start to hear the waves, see the waves coming into the shore. Maybe it's a sunny day, maybe it's cloudy, maybe it's foggy. Allowing your oceanscape to be whatever it is. The, the waves here, I'm sorry, I'm clearing my throat so much. The waves here are representing your emotions. Start to notice the size of the emotions you may have when it comes to this year ending. Are these waves huge, or maybe they're small? Just taking note of what your waves look like as they flow in and out. Picture these waves coming right up towards your feet and allow them to wash over you. Feel whatever emotion is coming towards you with these waves. Allowing your emotions to wash over you. Really sit in them. And now watch as the tide starts to go out, letting your emotions go. The waves are no longer hitting your feet. And with every passing time that they start to come up, they get further and further away from you. Allow the waves to go back out. Acknowledge the emotion that you are releasing, and then simply let it go. Trust that it is done. This emotion may be here to teach you something. It may be a test. All of our emotions can be a lesson if we allow them to be. And notice how the sea looks a little calmer now. The waves have gone out. You've let it go. And when you're comfortable, I now invite you to open up your eyes. And whatever that emotion was that you just had, that is the emotion that I want you to think about when we are releasing. So step 2 in all of this is let's journal about it. What emotion did you feel when you pictured those waves coming up onto you and when you allowed them to wash over you? What emotion did you feel from it? So let's take a couple of minutes just to jot it down. You don't have to finish right now. If you're watching this on the replay, you can always pause me and we can start to think about what that emotion is. And also, I want you to think about what that emotion could be here to teach you. And it's okay if there's more than one emotion. It's okay if it's just one emotion. The purpose in all of this is we are here to release something that is not going with us into 2024. And when you are done with all of that and you have yours written down, want you to rip it out of your journal, and I want you to get rid of it. Whatever it is that you just wrote down, whatever emotion it is that you decided to write down that you were releasing and the teaching, the lesson has been learned. So you have learned that lesson. You have allowed it to wash over you. You have felt that emotion. You have sat with it. I want you to destroy this paper and set it free because it's already done its job. It's filled its purpose. So you can destroy it by ripping it up. You can destroy it by burning it. You can destroy it by dissolving it in salt water. However, it is going to work for you to destroy this piece of paper. And with one last thing that I want to do for you all in our end of the year release is, this is my selenite wand. So once again, I invite you to close your eyes if that's something you want, and allow the selenite to wash over you, purifying and cleansing any energy that does not belong to you. Allowing the emotion and the energy to let go and release off into the ether. That's what I have for you. So to all of you who have watched this, congratulations, you just did shadow work with me. You just did intuition work with me. The shadow self that I had you go into was the waves, those emotions that you were looking at for it to wash over you. That was tapping into your emotional shadow self. And maybe this is emotion that you've been avoiding feeling. And then if that is the case, that is extra shadow work for you. Writing it down in the journal and releasing it is shadow work. We are sending it on our way. So congratulations if you've been avoiding doing shadow work. You just did it. And if this is something that you are interested in continuing to explore, these are things, this whole video, live, whatever, is the exact example of things that I'm going to be doing within the Magical CEO group. You can expect this basically weekly with me in the Magical CEO group, focusing in on shadow work, intuition strengthening, and embodiment, all to grow your business and attract in the wonderful, dreamy clientele that you have been looking for. So if you are interested in joining in the Magical CEO group, it starts on January 11th. I still have some slots open, and I would love to have you there. Shoot me a DM if that's something that you are interested in. And other than that, I wish you all a wonderful, happy, magical new year. If you are looking to learn different techniques for manifesting the new year, I invite you into the Manifestors 2024 masterclass that I am running next week. It is a 3-day masterclass running from January 2nd through the 4th, and on January 5th, we are going to be having a vision board party together. So get ready for that. Shoot me a DM if you are interested in any of those things, and I can't wait to see you there. Bye-bye.